about why racism is bad. How would you like it to be called names because of your cultural beliefs, tradition, or even colour? Well, this is happening everywhere, every day. Racism is one of the world's major issues. A number of people are unaware of how much racism endures in our society. Racism can be seen in incidents of racial abuse, harassment, or discrimination. Racism is the discrimination to a person because of the race they have inherited. It can be said to anyone. It is really serious that these things change. But these past few years, many people in all countries, all around the world, have been saying mean and rude things about one another's tradition. Racism is bullying. People think it is cool or fun to tease a person because of their accent, culture, or sometimes how they are not good at something. This is racism. There are many types of racism. For example, racism because of their skin color, birthplace, religion, being gay. They've all got a couple things in common. All racism are despicable and create a negative feeling and sometimes dangerous emotional responses. Racism not only leads to social problems, but in severe cases, it can cause mental illness and violence, for example, self-harm, depression, or harming of others. In most cases, the victim is to feel helpless, depressed, and angry, as most of you already know from experience. But what you guys didn't know is that in most severe cases, racism leads to suicidal thoughts. And the sad thing is, in the worst case scenario, these thoughts are carried out, and it's usually by young teenagers. That's a young person with their whole life ahead of them, claiming their life because a few people can't accept them because they're a little different. In the old days, black people couldn't even walk on the same side as white, nor could they sit on the same toilet, same school, or bus. To prove my point, I'm going to share a small / funny incident that happened to my dad. He went down to a flash store that sold stools and couches. He asked for a price of a stool, and the woman that worked there said it was out of his price range and that he should try buying one at the warehouse. But racism can get a lot worse. As I said earlier, it can lead to self-harm. This is when they have been racially abused so hard that they can't see a way around it. According to Wikipedia, a 9-year-old boy was racially abused so hard by a kid in his class that he couldn't take it anymore, so he took an overdose. That's another young person with their whole life ahead of them that just took their life away because the guy in his class couldn't keep his mouth shut. People don't realize how much damage they are doing when being racist. So this is why I strongly disagree with racism, and I hope the world can make a change.